Hello ladies and gentlemen, and today we're going to do some renderings in Revit of our house. We're going to do the house inside, and we could do some from the outside of the site as well, but it's the same process regardless. First thing we're going to do is we are going to go into our ground floor plan. So this plan can have all your furniture and all of that stuff. And what we want to do is go up to View on top, and underneath 3D View, we'll see a camera. Click on the camera, and the camera is going to be where you're standing from, and then these lines coming out are what you're looking at. So I'm going to go in a view like this, so you can see the X is kind of centered down the corner of the cabinet, and click on it, and there you have it. Now, if you want to bring more or less into view, so say like I don't want some of the ceiling, we could drop that down, and I can go out to the right, bring more of the room in that way, bring more of the room that way. I can actually go there. So that's the view of my kitchen. You could leave it just like this, or if we go onto the left side into properties, you're going to see eye level. So if I was 5'8" and hit apply, notice that it changes the perspective a little bit. And let's say I'm looking down, let's go 4 feet. 4 feet, hit apply. Now I'm looking down probably around here into my kitchen. You could go the other way around. I can say my eye elevation is 2 feet and I'm looking up 4 feet. So now it's more of that worm's eye view of the room. So I'm going to change it back to the other one. I'll say I'm 6 foot, even though I'm not. Looking down 4 feet, so down into this cabinet. And then we go into View, Render, and now we have a couple of options. We have a number of different settings: draft, medium, high, best. All right, I would start with draft. It's the quickest. And then as you work your way up into the better quality settings, it takes longer and longer to do, sometimes upwards of 30 minutes. So start with draft, which is still pretty good. You can change the lighting. So you can say sun only, sun and artificial, so bring some lighting inside, or interior, artificial only. These are all you can play with, they're up to you. And we can adjust exposure, but I'm not worried about it now. And then we hit render. So you can see the progress bar comes up on top. Your computer may look like it's not doing anything. It's pretty heavy, so just wait it through. And that's how you render. Notice that it's only 41% and it's done. And that's the inside view of my kitchen. You can adjust the exposure. So you can click on things, make it lighter or not. So let's see if I go a little bit darker and hit apply. So now it's really dark inside. If I go lighter, it brightens it up. So usually their default values are pretty good. So like it's a little bit darker. You could do the same with shadows. Let's go like this, so it's a little brighter, so I can make shadows a little bit darker. All right, so you can see how now it's doing it. It's the same thing. You could bring this white point, right? So it warms up the values, so you can play with all these and hit OK. But that is your rendering. And if you look down in here, they sometimes show up. So let's move this. If we look in our project browser, let's see if we have anything. We have legends, schedules, families, and it doesn't look like we have it. So you could, you go save the project. So save image into project. So 3D view, view 1. So we can call this kitchen. Hit OK. And now there's your renderings right here. And that's it. That's how you do a rendering. It is not difficult. If we want to do it at the site plan, you do the same exact thing. It is no different. So that's how you do a rendering. It's relatively easy to do. It's pretty much limitless as how you can do these renderings. But that's the basics to it. Just play around with it. Inside and outside the house we need them for, and that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this.